Um, I wanted to make a video real quick. Um, I feel it's important to make a video again. Um, is to thank again for another donation. Uh, Jr. I call you Jr. I appreciate you, man. You know, uh, like I said, I don't know how things are gonna work out. I don't. It's been a bad week as far as my main job goes. It's been a terrible week. I usually don't have a terrible week. But in other areas, it's been a good week. But as far as work week goes, it's been a terrible week. So your donation helps for sure. So right now, it feels like it's me and you climbing a steep hill. You're the soldier that's with me right now on this stretch of a steep hill. Just a small group of us. It's like me, you, Blue Sky, Mary Magdalene, the normal few. We're going up this steep hill together. You know what I mean? Supporting the battle axe up this hill. Supporting the general. Uh, anyways, sorry about that. The air conditioning was kind of loud. I'm trying to treat myself good. And part of treating yourself good is air conditioning. So, nothing special. But like I said, I'm a minimalist. And I still have money problems. I still have money problems. I still don't know how things will work out. I'm a minimalist. Oh my God, I'm a minimalist. It's not hard to support me. I'm a minimalist. I barely get new things ever. I've had like the same possessions for like 3 years straight. I haven't got anything new. I'm a true minimalist. I'm like, how'd you get the prophets so supported in the cult? You know what I mean? They were rolling in the dough. 2 houses, 3 houses. They were rolling in the dough. The prophets of the cult. How did they get like that? And I was just scraping by in poverty, like Yahweh back in the day. But I think that's intentional. God wanted me to get the Jesus treatment, the bad Jesus treatment, the bad Jesus treatment, before he gave me the good Jesus treatment, the good treatment. He gave me the bad. He gave me the life of Job times 1,000,000. He did. God gave me the life of Job times 1,000,000. He knows it and I know it. Like I said, I didn't think God could do anything. My life was that bad. I thought God was against me. My life was that bad. No joke. I barely even think God could deliver on a promise. My life was that bad. That I don't believe in God even to that point. Serious shit. Serious suffering to not believe in God at all. Even with promises fulfilled. One promise has been fulfilled by God. Even with that, my belief in God isn't as strong as other people's. Still. That's how much shit I've been through. And don't you forget it, Adam. Don't you forget it. Like I said, I think I had this conversation with somebody. Like, I don't know. My life sucks so badly that I don't know when God's blessing me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, is this a blessing? I don't know. Is this love bombing by God? I don't know. I can't tell a real blessing. I can't tell. But anyways, enough about that nonsense. We go up the hill, the hard way, the narrow way. Yes, we do. So narrow that even when Kakarot quits, we still go. We still go when even Kakarot quits. Yes, I know he heard me. Kakarot will quit on this narrow path. He'll quit before I'll quit. He'll quit before I'll quit. I don't care if he's a god and I'm not a god. He'll quit first. He will. It's a matter of pride. Like I said, I'm still shocked Kakarot has kept up with me this whole way. This whole way. I'm surprised and shocked that he had the abilities, the strength, everything you name it. He's that good. That shocks me. It does. It does. I'm like, this can't be true. It can't be true. No one's that crazy. No one's that crazy to go through all this. But anyways, I get diverted. Someone talked about that in a support group about someone she knows that goes all over the place. You know, when he's talking, I'm like, oh shit. She's talking about me. She's talking about me. God damn it. She's like, I told him he may need to see a psychiatrist and get on some ADHD meds. I've already done those steps, all right? I have. I'm still all over the place. I've seen so many psychiatrists, it'll make your head spin. I've seen quite a few in my life. I have. God knows it. I even asked a psychiatrist once, what the hell's the meaning of life? So I know what the hell I'm doing on the planet. What's the meaning of life? He didn't know. He didn't know. How is a psychiatrist supposed to help me if he doesn't know the meaning of life, for hell's sake? A psychiatrist is supposed to know the meaning of life. If anybody does, he studies the mind, studies this planet. Psychiatrist should know the meaning of life. He should. That's what I thought when I was a 19-year-old. As you can tell, I wasn't impressed with the psychiatrist. I wasn't impressed. Couldn't even tell me the meaning of life, of why I'm here. So God has to show me the hard way why I'm here. He is. God's showing me the hard way why I'm here. He's like, you want to know why you're here? It's time, my boy. It's time to show you why you were born. Okay, finally. Finally. I'm almost... I am middle-aged. I was going to say I'm almost middle-aged. I am middle-aged. Now I know the meaning of my life, kind of. I'm middle-aged when God tells me the meaning of my life. Come on, man. He lets me do all these things in life that weren't the meaning of my life. Just a waste of time. Come on, God. You should have told me the meaning of my life when I was a boy. You should have told me the meaning of my life when I was a boy. God damn it. Would have saved me a lot of pain and suffering. But anyways, enough about that. It's not about that. This video is not about that. It's about thanking JR for another donation. You're becoming the new soldier of the Lord. I don't know if Soldier of the Lord will watch this or not, but you're catching up to Soldier of the Lord as far as backing me in donations. You are. You're the wild card. You're the sneaky wild card. You are. You're the sneaky wild card of donating to my channel. Under the radar, but I notice. I notice, you know what I mean? I notice. Because God knows that those donations are critical. They are. They're inspired by God, most likely, yes. Not because of me, but by God. To help me. To help me survive, keep going. It's true. I have no, most people have family support to turn to. I don't. It's just me on an island with Kakarot. It's just me on an island with Jesus. And everything has to work out. All the time he has to pull strings. It's just me. I'm a one-man show down here. Physically, I'm a one-man show, but God's pulling the strings around me. He is. And one of the strings he pulls is inspiring some of you guys to donate. I know it's all God. It's not me. I know that. I'm not an idiot. Although I did get a lot of free food today. That was probably by God as well, though. I'm like, does anybody want to, like, give me free food because they like me and not because of God? Does anybody like me for real around here? Does anybody like me for real? Besides you, Mary Magdalene. Besides you. Does anybody else like me for real? And not because God says to like me. Not because God says to give me free food like today. I got so much free food today, it's not anybody. God knew I had a bad week at work. I had the worst week at work ever. I'm like, this is not good, God. This is not good. This is not good. Usually I work almost every day, which is a bad idea in itself, but I'm a one-man show. I have to make things work. If I got more donations and my channel was more successful, I could relax more. I could. God knows it as well. So, God, if you hear me, make my channel more successful. Even though the last time you made a wave of subscribers come in, it nearly undertook me. The onslaught of the Christians was tough as hell. It was tough as hell, the onslaught of the Christians, which I knew it would be. I knew it would be. I did. Going into the Christian world cold. I knew it'd be tough. I knew it'd be tough. I didn't grow up Christian at all. In my opinion, I didn't grow up Christian. Mormonism is not Christianity. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. It ain't Christianity. It ain't. Not the Christianity that Jesus would be approving of. Mormonism is not Christianity of what he would approve of. It ain't. So, for the most part of my life, I was not a Christian. I was in a false religion. So coming into the Christian world where there's more legit believers in Jesus, more legit, I knew it'd be tough. I did. I'm not one of them, really. God knows it as well. I'm not really one of them. I'm not really one of anybody. I'm this unique design that God made me. Just like Jesus was not really any of people around him. That's kind of how I am these days. Not to say I'm Jesus, but I'm kind of the same idea. I'm not one of any group. I'm not. No matter how hard I try. And I have tried hard. I tried my damn best to fit into Mormonism. I tried my damn best to be a good Mormon. I tried my damn best. I was the Epaphroditus of that operation. God knows. I was a good Mormon. Well, I tried to be. I went through the motions, all right? These days I'm trying a little harder to be a real legit follower of God. More so than ever. More so than ever. That's for sure. And it's been tough. But anyways, man, it's a hot summer. It's a hot summer. I will say that. The summer caught me out by surprise. The summer caught me by surprise. It's a hot ass summer. But anyways, enough about the hot summer. I just want to thank JR for another donation. There's only going to be a few of us at the top of this narrow path, I swear. But by the time we're at the top of the narrow path, everyone else is going to regret it. They are. And God knows it as well. Yep, they're going to be left behind in the world. They will. I feel this 100%. I'm not just making this up. This is big. They're off doing whatever, having a great time in the world. They are doing whatever. Destroying their neighbor, basically. Screwing everybody over out there, betraying each other. You name it. The devil's playground out there. They're all going to regret that they didn't climb this hill with us when time comes. They'll be too far down. They're already too far down the hill. They are. That's how far up we are. At least I am. Some of you guys are pretty high up too on the narrow path. They're so far down. But by the time they realize that Jesus is coming and it's going to burn them all, probably. I don't know. No one knows what Jesus is going to do. But I've got reminded of that burning thing twice on this path up the narrow path. Twice I got reminded of that burning of the world. When I'm on the actual path with God, I got reminded of it. Not when I'm in religion and I'm not really caring about anything. It's just stories. Not like that. I'm on a different kind of path now. And God's telling me about burning the world. So while we are going up this hill, God will spare us probably. He will. He will. He'll probably spare us from whatever he's going to do to cleanse the planet. Like Captain Planet. Cleanse it of the wickedness. And restore the earth to its proper, beautiful self. That God made the earth from day one, before man ruined it. I feel I'm right about this. That came to me for some reason. I'm right about this. God wants to cleanse the earth, to help the earth itself. To help the earth itself, God will cleanse the world from Mother Earth. Pretty sure I'm right. I think so. His creation of the earth, he's like, humanity has done too damn much. Too damn much. To ruin, to desecrate it. I guess. Probably. So that burning of the wicked may really happen. The people that don't give a fuck about the earth, basically. Polluting the earth, you name it. Littering on the earth, you name it. The people that don't give two shits, God will get rid of them. You mark my words. You mark my words. The ones that are disgracing the planet themselves will be wiped off. Because this earth is God's baby. I'm right about this. This earth is God's baby. It is. He created the earth. It's his baby. And we're not appreciating his baby. I know I'm right about that. I think I am. I'm right about this. He loves his baby, the earth. He does. It's his baby. He created the earth and the sun and all that good stuff. He did. And we just spit on it. We just spit on the earth. His baby. We spit on his baby. Even I did. Even I did. I admit it. Even I spit on his baby, the earth. Throw cigarettes out the window, basically. Throw cigarettes out the window, basically. But if God would have cared about me, I probably wouldn't have done that. Or I felt like if God would have cared about me growing up, I probably would have cared more about the earth. Like I said. Yeah. Enough about that. Yeah, I was confused that I didn't think God cared. I didn't. And God knows that. I didn't think God cared about anything. So I didn't care. God didn't care. I didn't care. That's how it worked. That's how it worked for most of my life. So now, when it appears that God does actually care, and it's obvious to me, I'm like, now you care? Oh, yeah, right. Now you care. After all that in my life, now you care. But anyways, this video's got long enough. But the main point has been made. It's to thank you, JR. It is. You're my main soldier right now. You are. You're my main soldier. I don't know if you see yourself as a soldier of God's army, maybe. If you watch my channel, you probably are one of God's army soldiers. So, you're my main soldier right now. You are. Sorry, soldier of the Lord. I haven't heard from you in a while, soldier of the Lord. You're doing good with God somewhere else. I'm sure of it. So, it's just me and JR right now. It's just me and JR. And Blue Sky and Mary Magdalene. It's the three of us. And maybe a few other of you guys that come on every now and then. Even you, Holly, all right? Even you, Holly, all right? All right, I said it. Even you, Holly. I never know if you're serious or not. In any of your comments, I never know. I never know if you're serious or just joking or pulling my chain. I never know. I'm like, okay, I hope she's serious. I hope so. I'm not sure if you watch this video all the way to the end, Holly, but I notice. I'm like, I don't know if she's ever serious, but well, I'll just pretend she's serious. So even you, Holly, even you. So, but yeah, we're going up on an ascension. We are. I can feel it. We are. I don't know what God's doing. Like, we're going up on ascension. We are. And on this ascension, I'm like, I don't think things are going to work out. As far as worldly stuff, like having money to pay the bills, I'm like, the things aren't going to work out. Somehow they still work out, and we still go up. We still go up the ascension. Yeah. Towards the heavens or something. Towards the heavens without actually dying. Without physically dying. To the spiritual heavens we ascend. Seems like that's what's happening. But anyways, that's all I want to say for this specific video. Because the donations are a big deal. For reasons of many reasons. To keep this ball rolling. It is. It's not, God knows I don't have a lot of allies that I can be like, hey, can you help me pay this bill? I don't have that option. I don't have that option. I don't. You know how people are about money. You know what I mean? They'd rather see me homeless than risk their pamper time with their money somewhere else. Trust me, I don't have that good of a friend that's like, you're going to be homeless, fuck that shit. You're not going to be homeless. I don't have that friend. I have people that say that kind of stuff to me, that have said that kind of stuff to me. But when the critical time comes, when I'm really not sure if I'll be homeless or not, I say that I might be, or it could happen. The people that have said they won't, I'm not going to let you be homeless, they're nowhere to be found. And that's how I know who my real friends are, right there. That's how you see, even if it's not true that you're going to be homeless, that's how you see who your real friends are. It is. I don't know. You just say I'm going to be homeless. And the ones that are like, oh well, they ain't your friends. That's how you tell. That's the friend test right there. It is. That's the friend test. Even if it's not true that you'll be homeless, just say that you will be. Even if it's not true. If they don't do anything, this is critical. If they don't do anything to help you out, they're not your friends. Even though you kind of cried wolf a little bit. But it's a good way to test who cares about you and who doesn't. Who's your real friend and who isn't. The homeless test, I call it. The homeless test. Like, no joke. But I've been lucky that God has made things happen that I'm not ever homeless. He has been that good. He's been that good. All I have to do is transfer the things to pay the things. But overall, God's doing everything. He is. I'm a top dog down here. Maybe. Despite my pain. Despite my issues with him. Yeah, I'm his best friend. I think. Seems like. I'm going to do a video. This is not a joke. I thought about this. I'm going to do a video because this kind of hit me today. About the first time God exposed who I am to someone on the earth. I was treated like royalty, like you would not believe. I was. God knows it as well. I was treated like a king. It was the most loved I ever felt in my entire life. No joke. Most of my life, I was treated like shit, like Jesus, most of my life. But the moment God exposed who I really am to somebody, who I really am to God, I was treated like a king. I was treated really well. For the most part, I was treated really, really well. I was, and I know it. I was treated really well. During that period of time, by the people that knew who I was, because God revealed who I was treated like a prince. I was treated really well. I may not have been the best person, I admit that, but I was treated really well. Because they believed in God. You know, so they're like, oh, God really loves this person. God really cares about this person. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, God doesn't really care about me. This is all just bullshit. I thought that the most of the way. I still kind of think that still, but I'm like, God wouldn't care about me. Not really. But yeah, the moment he revealed for the first time in my life to somebody else on the earth who I am to him. You name it. God's general, his best friend, his gladiator, noble elect. The moment he revealed something about me to him, I was treated so well. It's not even funny. I've never been treated that well in my whole life than when God exposed my identity, who I am to God, the real God. I've never been treated that well. Never. No joke. No joke. And God knows it as well. I haven't been treated that good since. I haven't. I do feel like I've been treated that well by some of you guys, like Mary Magdalene. I feel like I've been treated that well by some of you since that time. But, you know. But yeah. But to the people that don't really know, but that God doesn't reveal who I am to, I'm just some nobody. I am. I thought about this today. People walk up to me like I'm just no one. Like just trash. Move along. That happened to me today. Just move along, piece of trash. That happened to me today. It did. Can you move? Come on, get it. Can you move? Like I'm some low-level trash. But I'm not to God at all. That's the trick. That's why I wanted to talk about a video about this. Of the difference of when God reveals who I am to somebody. The change that people, they treat me differently immediately. If they know it's from God that says, this is who he is to me. You treat him well. You treat him well. So I love him, all right? That's what he said. Immediately, the way I'm treated is changed. I'm treated like a king. It's true. God revealing who I am changes how people treat me. 100%. 100%. Like some of the people in the times of Yahweh, times of Jesus, when it was revealed that he was the Son of God, and people knew it, you know, he was treated better, you know what I mean? I think, like by John the Baptist, you know. Good old John the Baptist. I have my John the Baptist too. You ain't the only one with a John the Baptist. Yahweh. I got John the Baptist as well. I'm not that far behind you. God knows it as well. I have a John the Baptist too. Not just you, Kakarot. Not just you. I have a John the Baptist as well. Literally, I do. And I have a Marvin. Although he's been missing for a while again. He's always missing. Marvin's MIA again. He's left me on my own again, Marvin did. My God damn it. God damn it. But God has filled in the gaps with other people. Specifically, with all these different females. He's like, God, I want to make another video about this. God's been setting me up on dates that I'm like I don't even realize it's a date that God has set up. He set up like these blind dates. I meet up with these people I know randomly. And all of a sudden we're hanging out for hours, like a date. And then it's over. I'm like, did I just go on a date that God set up? And I'm like, that happened to me today, actually. So God's been filling in the gap with Marvin being gone. I'm going on all these dates. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy, But it's true. Like, I'm running into all these females in different locations. I am. That I've seen before. And then we hang out for a bit as if I'm dating different women that God set up because he knows I'm too afraid to make the first move. He knows that. I'm like, you prove that you cannot lie, God. You prove it. I ain't going to move an inch. I ain't going to move an inch. You prove that. You cannot lie. You get them to love me without me doing anything. You prove how good you are, God. You prove it. The most hard person to talk to in real life, me. The most unlovable person, me. You prove that you can get someone to love me for real without me moving an inch. Like I said, I'm putting this God cannot lie thing to the test like you would not believe. I'm testing this like you would not believe. I've gone by so many women that I'm just like, oh, they didn't want me anyways. Oh, they didn't want me anyways. I just keep on going. I'm like, God, you prove how good you are. You prove how good you are. You find one that will love me for real. For real, for real. So far he hasn't. So I'm putting this God cannot lie to the test like you would not believe. But he has been setting me up on these dates, and they've been pretty good. They've been pretty good dates, I think. I've had a deep conversation today. I had a real deep conversation. And that's hard for me to find. Past the physical beauty of a woman. A deep conversation is rare. It is. It's a shot in the dark. When it happens, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting because God knows I like deep conversation. He does. He knows that about me. And she likes to read books like me. But I'm still playing hard to get. I'm like, I'm not going to tell her how much I like to read books. I'm not going to tell her. Nope. No way. No way. I'm like, I don't read books lately. Except the Bible a little bit. I got to pay attention to I said this today, I got to pay attention to the here and now. Now I have my face in the book. I have to pay attention to what's happening in front of me. The here and the now. That's what I said to her. I'm like, I got to pay attention. When I'm reading, I'm in a different land. I'm in a different land when I'm reading. I got to stay focused. I got to keep my eyes on the prize of what God's plan is. But maybe his plan is to get me married. Maybe that's part of the plan. Huh? It is part of the plan. Everyone's like, oh, he's got this grand plan. But part of his grand plan is to get me married. It is. I'm not even joking. It's to get me married and to have a kid named Timothy. That's part of God's plan. It is. I know it is. I told someone I can feel my unborn children. I told her that. I can feel my unborn children. I feel like I have children already. I do. I know it's crazy, is that I have children already that aren't physically around me. They're probably some of my biggest supporters There's my unborn children. They're like, Dad, I want you to stay alive at all costs because you're our dad. Even though we're not physically around, you're still our dad, all right? That's what's going on. I know it's strange. Timothy is his saying, you're my dad. And I'm not even physically around you, physically. My unborn children on either side of my shoulders right now. No joke. My strongest supporters, probably. My unborn children. No joke. No joke. But God knows I'm ready. This is no joke, and I realize this again today. I'm ready like you would not believe to start making children. I know that's a lot of information, but I'm ready like you would not believe. I realize that after today. Like you would not believe I'm ready. Like, 'cause I was surrounded by so many good-looking women today. I was at the park, at the concert. I'm like, man, I am ready to make Timmy. I am ready. But I know I just can't just walk up to somebody and be like, hey, do you want to make Timmy with me? Or should I apologize before you slap me in the face? There was a pickup line, because I was so bad with women back in the day, that I was just like, hey, do you want to do the you know what, or should I apologize? Just straight to the point. That's me. Straight to the point. Do you want to create a child, or should I apologize? Before you slap me, should I apologize? That was my pickup line that I joked about all the time. But anyways, I am ready. I am. I don't want to do the dating thing, that's okay. But it seems like it's a long time before I'm starting to make Timmy. You know what I mean? Before I get to that point in time, God's really teaching me patience. He is. He is. He's like, before you can make Timmy, you have to do a lot of things first. A lot of things. With the you gotta court them. You gotta, date them and court them and be engaged with them and then get married to them and then make Timmy. God's gonna make me do this the long way, I swear. The long, patient way. Before Timmy is born, He's gonna make me do it the very long way. God will make sure I really love her for real before I start to make Timmy with her. He will. Not make Timmy automatically without loving her, if that makes sense. And God bless. And that's one of the things that God is trying to teach me is real love. It is. It's so critical to everything. It is. I think one of you was right about this. It's so critical for the greater good, the greater collective, whatever, the greater good, for me to feel real love. No joke. Real love. Not just for myself, but for others as well. For my wife, for my kids. Real love. It's critical for many, many things. That's how connected I am with everybody, I think. Because I've felt the love of Jesus. I have. I don't love people like that. I don't. God knows. But my heart has changed quite a bit. That I can love more than I used to. It's getting there. You would never think part of the purpose is real love. Just like, who cares about any of that? Who cares about any of that? It's about strength, perseverance. It's about all these other hardcore things. No. Part of it's about love. It is. It's about real love. Not humanly love that you see in movies. The type of love that Kakarot knows. Yahweh. That kind of love. Some of you have felt that love. Some of you have felt the love of Jesus. It's strong as hell. It is. I felt his love, through all chemicals that I've been on. I can still feel his love through all of it. Overrides all of it. That's how strong Jesus' love is. I don't care what you're on this planet. I don't care what chemical you're on. You can feel Jesus' love. You can. Over all that. If he chooses for you to feel it. No joke. He can make the most stoic man cry. Mate, he can. With his love. Jesus can make me cry, the most stoic, emotionalist soldier you've ever seen. He can make me cry. He can break me to cry. He can. He's that good. That's how strong his love is. No joke. He knows I wasn't really loved. So when I feel real love, it hits me harder. It hits me harder when I feel real love. Real love, no bullshit. No agenda. True love, unconditional, no strings attached. That's the love that Jesus gives to you. It is. No strings attached. No, this isn't love bombing? What? No strings attached? God knows I don't know. That throws me off. No strings attached to this love? It's a new concept. It is. Enough about that. This video was mainly to thank JR again. I keep getting off topic. My ADHD med isn't working. I get all over the place. God damn it. And God damn that person at the support group for telling me to my face about my scattered mind. All right. God damn it. It's funny how God talks to me through other people. He does. God bless him, I'm just like, God, cure me yourself. Cure me yourself. Cure me yourself. Why'd I have to take a medication? Why do I have to see a professional? Cure me yourself, God. Show me how good you are. Show me how good you are. I'm tired of seeing professionals. I've seen so many professionals, it's making my head spin. I'm tired of seeing professionals. You heal me, God. You have the most healing abilities ever. But anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. I said enough for this video, I think. I'm getting a little hot. I need to put on the AC again.